Philosophy is not just about dead white men and dusty books. It's the story of humanity's deepest hopes, fears, and dreams, how we wrestle with existence itself. Today, we're traveling through 2,500 years, from the ancient thinkers who shaped reason, to modern rebels who shattered it. Buckle up. This is a journey through the soul of philosophy. Our journey begins in ancient Greece. Thales of Miletus, circa 624 to 546 BCE, often called the first philosopher, sought natural explanations for the world, not myths. Heraclitus famously declared, "You cannot step into the same river twice," hinting at the universe's constant change. Parmenides, in contrast, said change is an illusion, all is one. Then came the big three. Socrates, the relentless questioner. He left no writings, his life and death are recorded in Plato's dialogues, especially the Apology. Plato, in the Republic, he describes the world of perfect forms, above and beyond our flawed material reality. Aristotle, in Metaphysics and Politics, Aristotle grounded knowledge in empirical observation. He invented logic, ethics, political science. After Alexander the Great, new philosophies emerged. Epicureanism, Epicurus taught that pleasure, defined as the absence of pain, was the highest good. His letter to Menicius lays it out simply. Stoicism, Zeno of Citium founded Stoicism, later developed by Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Marcus' meditations remind us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Skepticism, Pyrrho of Elis advised that we should suspend judgment, because certainty is impossible. While Greece questioned reason, the East questioned the self. Confucius, 551 to 479 BCE, in the Analects, emphasized duty, respect, and moral education. Lao Tzu, the mystical founder of Taoism, in Tao Te Ching, taught that wisdom lies in flowing with the Tao, the natural way of the universe. In India, Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, outlined the Four Noble Truths, offering liberation from suffering through the middle way. Nagarjuna, circa 150 to 250 CE, founded Madhyamaka Buddhism, emphasizing emptiness, sunyata, and the interdependent nature of all things. During the Middle Ages, philosophy turned to the divine. Boethius, in The Consolation of Philosophy, reflected on fate and free will while awaiting execution. Avicenna, Ibn Sina, in the Book of Healing, and Averroes, Ibn Rushd, in his commentaries on Aristotle, preserved and expanded Greek thought in the Islamic world. Thomas Aquinas attempted to reconcile reason with faith in Summa Theologica. Meanwhile, Maimonides wrote the Guide for the Perplexed, bridging Jewish theology and philosophy. Niccolò Machiavelli, in The Prince, gave a brutally realistic view of power. Francis Bacon, in Novum Organum, called for a new method, empirical science based on observation. René Descartes, the father of modern philosophy, doubted everything until he arrived at cogito, ergo sum, I think, therefore I am. Baruch Spinoza, in Ethics, proposed that God and nature were one, a radical monism. Gottfried Leibniz imagined a world of infinite monads in his metaphysical system. Philosophy became a weapon against tyranny. John Locke, in Essay Concerning Human Understanding and two treatises of government, inspired democracy and liberal rights. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, in The Social Contract, argued that freedom meant obeying laws one prescribed to oneself. Voltaire championed free speech and religious tolerance with razor-sharp wit. Immanuel Kant shattered old certainties with critique of pure reason, redefining how we think about knowledge, ethics, and freedom. Georg Hegel, with his dialectical method in phenomenology of spirit. Arthur Schopenhauer, in The World as Will and Representation, portrayed existence as driven by blind, irrational will. Karl Marx, in The Communist Manifesto and Das Kapital, transformed philosophy into a tool for revolutionary change. Soren Kierkegaard, the father of existentialism, wrestled with faith and despair in Fear and Trembling. Friedrich Nietzsche predicted the death of old values and called for the creation of new ones in beyond good and evil, and thus spoke Zarathustra. In the 20th century, philosophy fragmented into 1,000 pieces. William James and John Dewey advanced pragmatism, truth is what works. Martin Heidegger, in Being and Time, explored the meaning of being itself. Jean-Paul Sartre and Simone de Beauvoir made existentialism mainstream. Albert Camus explored absurdity and rebellion. Meanwhile, in structuralism and post-structuralism, Claude Lévi-Strauss applied structural thinking to anthropology. Michel Foucault, in Discipline and Punish and the History of Sexuality, examined power and knowledge. Jacques Derrida introduced deconstruction, the idea that meaning is always unstable. Today, philosophy spans continents and disciplines. From Cornel West's prophetic pragmatism to Martha Nussbaum's capabilities approach, the tradition is alive and evolving. The questions are the same. How should we live? What is justice? What is real? But the answers are richer, and more vital, than ever. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash the like button, subscribe for more explorations of ideas, and comment below, which philosopher or idea changed your way of thinking the most. Until next time, stay curious and happy reading.